Hello, good morning. What's going on? It's Sal, Stretford Post. How you all doing? And welcome to another episode of Breaking Dawn, guys. Hope you're all doing well. It's Friday again. Guys, it is Friday and it's a day before the Chelsea game tomorrow. Guys, listen, it's going to be a big one. It's a big one this weekend. And obviously, the emotions are running wild at the moment. There is a lot of anger within the Manchester United fan base. And again, something has triggered the Man United fan base. Every single day we turn around, someone has triggered the Manchester United fan base, including myself, guys. And what is that this time? Old Marcus Rashford, the revisionism. It's Man United are the problem. Oh, it's Man United is the problem. Man United are the problem, okay? Man United are the problem that he walked on the pitch. Man United are the problem that he didn't perform for 2 years for Manchester United. That is all of our fault, isn't it? That's the manager's fault, isn't it? He hits a couple of screamers against Newcastle and that's it. He's back. They've been waiting months for that. Barcelona have been trying to hound him out. For goodness sake, you guys, listen, the revisionism needs to stop. We need to stop this. But, okay, support Marcus Rashford. He does well. Hopefully, Barcelona buy him. And that's fantastic at the end of the day. But what I will not accept, guys, what I will not accept, and I'm gonna bring this in, what I will not accept is our current players tweeting and kissing Marcus's backside. And who is that? Who's been doing that, I wonder? You know who's been doing that, guys. You know absolutely who's been doing that sort of thing, don't you? Let's bring it in, guys. Let's bring in that. It is our friend, Mr. Bruno Fernandes, has been kissing the backside of Marcus Rashford when he should be concentrating on Manchester United winning the game tomorrow. That is what he should be doing. Not thinking about other players, not thinking about other teams. His key tomorrow is to win the bloody game, the goofy git. That's what he should be doing. That is what he should be doing. Mate, listen, Bruno, no amount of plastic surgery is not going to make you look any prettier, bruv. Get on that fucking pitch and start performing. And that's what you should be doing. Rather than going on stupid Marcus Rashford. Oh, my goodness me, Marcus, my boy. Marcus, my boy. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here, mate. I'm not interested in you, mate. You're not interested. You're overrated, bruv. And that is what infuriates me. It infuriates me that we have people that actually support these clowns. And that's what they are. At the end of the day, they are clowns. Marcus Rashford didn't challenge for headers. Marcus Rashford was walking around the pitch. Marcus Rashford didn't care about the fans. He flipped the bird up at the fans. Marcus Rashford doesn't care about the fans. This is the cancer. This is the culture that has been plaguing our football club for many, many years. Now let him move on. Stop the revisionism. And you know what? Hopefully he will go to Barcelona permanently. That's what I would say. And hopefully bring Bruno with you. That would be nice. Bring Bruno with you. The guy has made 3 mistakes this season so far. All right? And that's what we should do at the end of the day. Okay? Run over. Game over. Stop the revisionism. Become a Manchester United fan. Stop supporting players who don't play for us at the moment. And start bloody supporting your football club. Because if you put the same energy in supporting a football club as you do supporting has-beens, we might actually be successful. Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day. So, look, guys, let's just keep it going. Thank you, everyone who's joining me. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, everyone. Guys, I hope you're all blessed, guys. Big up, Saviour. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Morning, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And what a lovely morning. I can't wait to win Chelsea on Saturday. We're winning this, man. Manu Cocholo, big up, my brother. Manu to the world, absolutely. Manu Cocholo, Man United to the world, that means. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely. We're going to win the game tomorrow. That's what's the most important thing at the end of the day. Good morning, Ephraim. Good morning, Sal. I'm excited for the game. We will win this game. Come on, United. Absolutely. Let's do this. Sal, did you hear Jim Ratcliffe on his Southgate? Jim Ratcliffe doesn't have a Scooby-Doo about what Manchester United is. He doesn't know what Man United need. He doesn't have a clue what we need. He knows nothing about this football club. Absolute zero about this football club. You want to bring Gareth Southgate in. Gareth Southgate, who had probably one of England's best squads ever and bottled it and played a disgusting brand of football with the great players that he had. It's an absolute joke at the end of the day. Big up, Sanjay. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Morning, Randall. How you doing? I could smell a win. Me too, brother. Let's bring it on. Guys, bring it on, guys. Good morning, Sal, and United fan. Good morning, Stephen. I hope you're doing well. Spot on. They do not care about the fans. These people do not care about the fans. Bruno Fernandes has solidified that the stance that I know that he doesn't care about us. He doesn't care about Amram. He cares about himself. He cares about himself, the rat. I'm telling you right now. Listen, You're going to feel the wrath of the Man United fans, Bruno. Let me tell you that right now. If you carry on with this liking of tweets and that of players who don't play for us, you're so on it, ain't you, with that? You're so on it, ain't you, innit? Maybe if you picked up yourself, we might actually be playing in the Champions League. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So look, he just needs to stop the nonsense at the end of the day. Good morning, D. How you doing, my friend? You're doing well. Good to see you. Of course, good to see you. It is all about Saturday, guys. That is what we're looking forward to. I believe Man United will win. I think Man United will win. I'm going 2-1. I think Man United will win the game. I think we'll have a good game and we can move on from there. And that is what's most important at the moment. And this is why I'm so fed up with our current players. You know what? Just creating noise. Do you know what I mean? Just creating noise. Look, I've worked with Bruno Fernandes' brother. I've worked with him in a hospital called East Surrey Hospital in Surrey. I've worked with him. You know, I've seen him, you know what I mean, cleaning backsides and things like that in the toilet while he's fucking not doing nothing for his brother. I've seen him, man. I don't want to know about this guy. Sesko lover. Morning, we'll definitely win against Chelsea. And finally, Sesko has scored. These guys get top 6. I mean, Sesko has been working hard, of course, all week, and I hope that he has a good game at the weekend. I really do. I'm glad that a lot of these players have been concentrating on the game tomorrow. I'm glad about that. Absolutely. Sanjay says 2-0. Come on, United. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, big up. Stephen, if the United players don't want to come out and fight for everything versus Chelsea, something is wrong. There will need to be a big player in the next window because there is no fight or heart in the team. And we need to get rid of Stephen. We need to get rid of some of those players as well. We need to get rid of some of those players who've been causing a fuss, causing a noise in this football club. That's what we need to do. Sal, you're doing a watch-along for the Liverpool game? I don't know yet. Let me wait and see. I'll see what I'm doing at the weekend. If I'm doing anything, I'm doing a Man United game. I probably will do the Liverpool game, yes. I probably will do that. Isn't it Arsenal playing Man City, isn't they? If I'm not wrong. Either 1-1 or 2-1 to us. It's going to be a difficult game, Kenny. You know, it's no given that Man United are going to win this game. It's going to be incredibly difficult. But I'm interested. I think Man United win. Now, guys, let's get into it. KOBBIE Mainoo is subject of a move to Manchester City. Rumours are circulating that KOBBIE Mainoo wouldn't mind going and joining up with Pep Guardiola, although there is a rivalry between Manchester United and Manchester City. And you know what? This hasn't happened for many, many years. Manchester United and Manchester City are basically in negotiations about they're basically inquiring about a move for KOBBIE Mainoo. Pep Guardiola is seen as a huge fan of KOBBIE Mainoo. He's a big fan of KOBBIE Mainoo. And if KOBBIE Mainoo goes to Manchester City, that would be absolutely crazy, wouldn't it, at the end of the day? That would be absolutely crazy. But that is a long shot. There's just talks at the moment, just talks going on in regards to KOBBIE going to Manchester City. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think we should even entertain that sort of thing. However, if we go tomorrow's game and KOBBIE Mainoo's not starting the game and Bruno Fernandes, old big mouth himself, is playing as number 8, then we're going to have a problem. Then KOBBIE Mainoo might not be at that football club anymore. Because you know what? We need to play him. We need to play him at the end of the day, guys. And I hope he plays tomorrow. I hope he plays in the midfield. And I hope we squash these rumours. I really do. Another little bit of news coming out about Manchester United and about Baleba and about Anderson, Wharton, these kind of players. Manchester United, because of their profits and their record profits, Manchester United are seen to want to improve the midfield. Jim Ratcliffe wants to bring in 2 midfielders into the Manchester United squad, which is great news if it could happen. By doing that, they'd be also removing 1 player, which will probably be KOBBIE Mainoo at the moment. Man United want to remove any players that don't want to be at this football club and don't want to fight for their place. Now, I'm beginning to feel for KOBBIE Mainoo. I am. And if I will feel for KOBBIE Mainoo because I feel like he's been treated unfairly in regards to Bruno Fernandes. And I do believe that. And I think that Bruno Fernandes should be number 10. Mainoo should be number 8 tomorrow. It's a no-brainer at the end of the day. But Man United are looking into bringing 2 midfielders in the summer. There is rumours about a loan deal coming in January for Ruben Neves, of course. But Man United are looking in to bring 2 midfielders into the football club this summer, guys. So that's interesting. We do believe that Casemiro may be leaving the football club as well. So that is one thing that we have to remember as well. He may be leaving the football club. So we have to wait and see what happens to that. Saviour, Man U is to win the game. We have to have strong leadership, team unity, chemistry, and having the quality players. We do not have right now. We only have a few quality players, absolutely. Morning, Sal. The match day around the corner. As ever, I'm feeling more optimistic compared to the beginning of the week. We have to, brother. Absolutely. 2-1. Great. Good one, guys. Absolutely. Big up, Tyborg. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the stream, my friend, the legend, Tyborg. I hope you're doing blessed. At work, but I'm listening. United 2-1. I say that as well. I think United 2-1. I don't think it's going to be easy. I think Man United will see the goal. I'm hoping that Senny Lamens plays. I'm hoping that we have a different team at the end of the day. He does want game time, but he can't. If he goes to Man City, that's the end of the relationship. That is it. He's an enemy. You know what I mean? Sisu, hi. Amorim's system is not the problem, but he should put the players in the right position. Fernandes scored more goals last season. Fernandes should be in the number 10, but that doesn't mean that Fernandes it should be ill-disciplined, because that is what Fernandes has been. Bruno Fernandes has been ill-disciplined. He threw Lenny Yoro under the bus, right? He's been talking about Marcus Rashford in his Instagram post last night. Do we really want players who do that? I come from a generation, guys, of proper Man United players. This rat is getting on my nerves. And that's why I call him a rat at the moment, because he's being a rat. And I don't like rats. You know what I mean? Stop being a rat and concentrate what's going to happen on the football pitch. You know what I mean? All this, liking Sancho's tweet, liking Marcus Rashford and blah, blah, blah. All this crap, all this nicey hug and kisses, all this business. I'm not interested in that. Getting intimidated by a referee who gives him a little nudge. You know what I mean? Game over, man. We need to get rid of this 31-year-old bum, man. Honest to God, I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? I'm fed up with all these excuses that we use for these players. You know what I mean? And all these excuses that we've been using. It's madness, you know? I'm tired of it. I'm throwing the gauntlet down, guys. I'm throwing the gauntlet down. Prove me wrong, Bruno. Tomorrow, prove me wrong. That you're up for the task of Manchester United. That you're not throwing the club under the bus just to appreciate your own stats. You know what I mean? So the problem with Fernandes is he is not disciplined in any position. He's not disciplined off the field either. He's not disciplined off the field. He's not only not disciplined in regards to the pitch, he's not disciplined in regards to his mouth as well, you know, and in regards to what he's doing. This is just so unnecessary. You know that you're going to cause a reaction by doing that with the Marcus Rashford thing. Bruno Fernandes should be sold in January transfer window. I agree, Samuel. Good morning, Daryl. How you doing, brother? I hope you're doing well. Mainly should get time in to drop Bruno. He's a young talent. Can't lose him to City. I ain't going to give a score prediction, Sal. I know, Daryl. I know you, mate. I know you won't give a score prediction, but I understand your stance. I understand your stance and I understand your position. That's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. But the biggest thing for me is that we're getting a lot of fans in the fan base talking about revisionism, talking about, Marcus Rashford this, Marcus Rashford that. Listen, he had a good game yesterday, but he hasn't played for the last few months. He hasn't done anything. People have been waiting, putting that tweet in their drafts. My goodness me, if they supported rival players, that's what he is at the moment, as much as they supported the football club, maybe we might get somewhere. I just don't know what's wrong with these people. Just such social media prats, man. Honest to God. Social media prats. A lot of them, honestly. I mean, as soon as something happens, oh my God, Rashford. They're predictable. They're as predictable as their bloody, their opinion on football. It's just so stupid. Honest to God. I'll be honest, guys. So stupid. Stupid. You're stupid. Honestly. I'm telling you right now, guys. You are stupid. All of you guys are revisionism about Marcus Rashford. Dada, Gugu Gaga. That's what you are. Gugu Gaga in regards to football. You're the Gugu Gaga in regards to football. I have ball, I kick ball in net. That is basically your detailed football. Chidoso, we should have sold this summer. Absolutely. Revert 7. Amram won't drop Bruno, though. We must have to grin and bear it. And if you go to matches, just get behind the team because there's nothing else we can do. I don't think he should be playing, and I wouldn't get behind him. No. I don't like the guy. I don't give a shit about him. I'll be honest with you right now. If you're going to come out and you're going to throw a Lenny Yoro under the bus, I want Man United to win. I don't care about him. I'm not supporting him. I'm supporting the club as a whole. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's what I'll do. Supporting the club is a given for me. I've been doing it 40 years of my life. Revert 7. You get me? You know what I mean? I don't need to do that. Morning, Marky Mark. I hope you're doing well. Good to say thank you so much, my friend, for the lovely super chat. Really appreciate you, mate. Absolutely. Morning, Sal, the community. How are you, my friend? Let's get rid of Bruno. Just add into the toxicity when he's captain. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about. I'm tired of him. I want him to be dropped. I want him to be, he should be dropped from this football team. I'm tired of it. You know what I mean? This guy's a sly mother effer. That's what he is. He's sly as they come. Sly. He's one of the bomb squad. I'm telling you. Chindoso, is Cunha match fit? No. He wants to play, but he's not going to play. Cunha won't play as much as he wants to play. Man United won't allow him to play. Absolutely not. And thank you, Marky Mark, again for the lovely super chat. Bruno Fernandes should be put in the stands like Sir Alex Ferguson did David Beckham. Thank you so much. Thank you, mate. David Beckham, an actual serial winner for Manchester United. An actual serial winner. You know what I mean? Probably our player of the season in 98, 99. You know what I mean? This is what we're talking about here. This is exactly the vibes that I'm talking about. This is a big test of Ruben Amorim tomorrow. But I guarantee you, Bruno plays. He plays tomorrow. You know? And it's nothing to do with footballing ability. It has nothing to do with footballing ability. Let me just stress this. It's nothing to do. I think Bruno Fernandes is a fantastic number 10. Right? But it's nothing to do with that. It's about the off-field noises that he's making at the moment. You know, our so-called captain is leading by example last night, wasn't he? Leading by example. Again, leading by example. You know what I mean? I think Bruno will leave next year regardless, but he's Amorim's captain. I couldn't care less, mate. I couldn't care less. You know what I mean? I came from East London, just like you know, Revert 7, when no one supported Man United. Not even you, bruv. You know, and you know what I would say is that I don't give a damn about him, mate. I don't care about his captain and this and that. I don't care. He can rot, mate. I don't care. You want to go out and just start creating noise and then doing some sly manipulative maneuvers. It's up to you. That is what it is at the end of the day. You know, I don't really care about this player. I don't care. Even if he scores tomorrow, it's good. Good for Man United. You know what I mean? But on your bike sooner or later. Thank you, Marky Mark. No problem, my friend. Yeah, he is not a captain. We should give him to Lita or Delete. I agree. Tired of it, mate. Tired of it. As you can tell, tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of waking up in the morning. I'm tired of the revisionism. I'm tired of our own players, you know, our own players doing things that manipulate the fan base. You know, that is what it is. That tweet. Have you seen the Instagram post? You know, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about because I'm tired of players coming out and doing things they know would trigger the fan base. And that is what it's all about. They are triggering the fan base, in my opinion. And that's what I dislike. There's no need, you know. Underperformance, big up D. Yeah, Bruno's a mug, mate. Finished. And he needs to fix up big time. Drop him to the bench, even the reserves, mate. But yeah, this is one thing I agree with Revert 7. He will play tomorrow and everything will be fine and dandy. Fine and dandy. Everything will be lovely and rosy and you know what I mean. And it's ridiculous. He shouldn't be playing. Robson is my captain, but we're living in different times. Wrong times, Revert 7. Unless we change, we won't get change, will we, mate? No wonder we shit when our captain is like under 15 player. I don't want to see him playing again for us, not even as a 10. Tyborg, exactly, mate. Why do you think that he liked that? He posted a video of Marcus Rashford. Why do you think he did? What do you think that Ruben Amorim is thinking when he does that? What do you think was the motive behind that? What do you think he's going to achieve with that? Do you think people are going to love him for that, or are they gonna hate him for that? You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. It's manipulative. You know what I mean? Mark him up. We have captains that given everything for this club. Now we have some brat pouting in the midfield. Send him to Saudi. Absolutely, mate. Send him to Saudi. Send him to Saudi. The bloody rat. Honest to God. I'm tired of it. Look, people may say to me, oh, it's not that deep, Sal. Well, it is deep. It is deep. It's deep because at the end of the day, this player is a player that has been mouthing off about Man United for a very long time. And then you're going on social media and you're going, oh, you know what? Big up my bro, Marcus Rashford. Big up my bro. What a goal. Big up my bro. Man, just keep your mouth shut. You know what I mean? And that's what I would say at the end of the day. Benny, good morning. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Morning, everyone. I guess we are talking about Bruno's post last night. He knows he's finished. Hopefully an indication he's not playing it this weekend. I hope so, Benny. But as you know, Benny, that, you know, I believe it when I see it, bruv. I believe it when I see it. I believe if he doesn't play at the weekend, fair play to Ruben Amorim, you know, at the end of the day. Benny, Bruno is captain of the bomb squad. He is. And all those people I warned about. And all those people are talking about, no, we need Bruno. We need to keep him. Now, here we go, guys. Here we go. Guys, look, we need to replace him. Carlos Baleba, Adam Wharton, Elliot Anderson. These are the type of players that we need at our football club. We need a new batch of players and a completely new squad, guys. We need a completely new squad. That's what we need. Chidoso, 2-1 is my prediction as well. Chidoso, me too. Absolutely. And Southern United fans now rating Rashford a bunch of flip-flops. Exactly, Kenny. Kenny, you got more intelligence than all of them, bruv. All of them. I mean, the guy hasn't performed for 2 years. And then people going, oh, we told you about him. I told you. Fuck, they're bloody nutters. You hear hit and hope against bloody Newcastle and everything else. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. Honest to God. I look at it and they're so predictable. That's why they're a bunch of losers. All of them. Bunch of losers. The Rashford crowd. Honestly, I'll tell you that right now. You know what I mean? Honest to God. Just a bunch of losers. I don't know what they're on about, man. Honestly. What I would say, however, is that it's great that Marcus Rashford does well because we can sell him for money because obviously he's an obligation to buy in a contract. We need Rashford to do well so he's not coming back to Manchester United at the end of the season. That's why we need Marcus Rashford to do well, of course. Ephraim, so we need to send a message to all our players we have at the bench. I mean, there is too much disrespect going on. There's too much disrespect going on in regards to the manager, in regards to everything else. There's too much respect going on. Stephen, I wouldn't worry about Rashford. He has 2 good games, then 10 crap games, just like wait and see. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely, Stephen. Exactly. He's had about 50 so far this season, and counting last season, as everyone likes to count stats from last season, don't they? Rashford scored those types of goals at United. These are new, these things done before. Yeah. We know Rashford could come out and score 30 goals a season. We know that. But it's when he wants to play. You know what I mean? That is the whole thing here. When he wants to play, it wasn't Ruben Amorim's fault that he was walking around the pitch, pulling out of headers and things like that, was it? At the end of the day, you know. Tyborg, Amorim want Rashford gone, so it's an attack on him in some way. Exactly, Tyborg. Exactly, mate. People need to read in between the lines. They need to read in between the lines that it is an attack. It's an indirect attack on the manager. You know, you're not coming back here, Rashford. We don't want to know you anymore. F you. F Bruno, F all those bloody idiots. Honest to God, man. Honest to God. Overstayed their welcome. I'm tired of it. I come from Paul Scholes, Roy Keane, David Beckham, Ryan Giggs, Brian Robson. Why do I have to handle with these spoiled brats now these days? Do you know what I mean? It's just that we're full of spoiled brats. You know what I mean? Manipulative little brats. That's what they are. You know what I mean? And we need to get rid of them. Straight up, man. Straight up. You know what I mean? All they need to be doing and all they should have been doing is thinking about that game tomorrow against Chelsea. That's it. Give Bruno the hairdryer treatment. I'm usually calm, but played and coach and as you know, captain, lose as a team and take the burden on yourself. Exactly, Marky Mark. You know, you played football. You know that what he's doing, and you know that if you make a mistake in football, you say, "My bad. I'm sorry. You know, I'll do better next time." And this is the whole problem, isn't it, about the culture at the football club? He's blaming someone else. He's not looking at himself. He's blaming someone else. You know what I mean? And not only someone else, he's blaming a young player that has arguably been our best player over the last year or so. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Benny, Rashford and Manchester United born boy got the chance of a lifetime. He'll be forgotten at Barcelona in 5 years when he's playing for Oldham. He had the talent to be United legend, but the wrong attitude. Absolutely, bruv. Absolutely. Chidoso, what Rashford did yesterday didn't surprise me. That he's capable of that. Yeah. But he's also capable of going 10 games without a goal, you know, when he wants to play. That's the thing. Bruno, Shaw, Maguire, Casemiro, Dalot, Mount. We need to sell those players and bring 6 new players next season. I agree, Saviour. Well, that should have happened this summer, of course. None of these players can hold a candle to Captain Marvel. No. I've met Brian Robson, Revert 7. I've met him. He's a legend and a gentleman. You know what I mean? And the thing is, right, is that these people these people got this platform because of players like Brian Robson. Because of that, you know what I mean? Because of players like Brian Robson, these people have a platform. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Ephraim, Sal, I guarantee you players will shake hands with Garnacho tomorrow. They give them all the hugs and kisses. This is the world we're living in at the moment. Before the Manchester City derby, there was hugs and kisses. You know what I mean? And it drives me mad. It does. Roy Keane is absolutely right. I'll tell you one thing. Guys, you know what Roy Keane was right about? Bruno Fernandes. Absolutely spot on. Well done, Roy Keane. He said it as it is. Absolute spot on in regards to him. Absolutely. Revert 7. He was a proper leader who drove the team forward with crunching tackles and midfield runs and didn't moan. Absolutely. And, you know, if it wasn't for his injuries, People would tell you guys, you ask any ex-player, right? Any ex-player, if it wasn't for injuries, England would have won the World Cup with Brian Robson. You know? Morning, Don, bro. How you doing, my brother? Hope you're doing well. Rashford playing well. Guarantee he's Sal, and we want that. We should, but I don't like the revisionism from the fans, and that's what it is. Revisionism. Blaming Ruben Amorim, using that as a tool to hit Ruben Amorim with, and that's what they're doing. De Ligt can captain this team. I agree, better than Keane. Probably, yeah, probably. It's subjective. Player FC that Man United fans are the days he's not captain material. Absolutely. I love Roy Keane, mate. Proper captain on the engine. Roy Keane won a treble. That's the only thing I'll say. You know what I mean? He won a treble. But as a captain in general, I think Brian Robson was an absolute gentleman. I think he was an absolute diamond. Samuel, Sal, how do you think that sending Lamens would go? How do you think do against Chelsea? Very well, I think. Better than buying there. That's what I would say. Not one yellow card in today's derby says a lot about these players. I mean, there you go. Exactly. Keane was world-class, but Wobble was something else in the early 80s. Injury plagued him, though, Revert 7, I think. And I think England would have won the World Cup if he stayed fit. You know, and that is the big thing about Brian Robson. People didn't see Brian Robson play. Brian Robson was a little bit like Roy Keane, but much more of a, I would say, flair, skillful sort of player. Quick, box to box, can make that tackle. An absolute gentleman off the field as well, professional, an absolute diamond of a player. And we don't get them like this these days, guys, unfortunately. And people don't wear the shirt and the badge like they used to. Do you know what I mean? Benny, Brian Robson would have been mentioned in the same breath as Bruno Des Walker. Bruno. Des Walker said if Bruno was fit, Robbo was fit, England would have won the World Cup. Yeah. You know? That's what he said. I remember. I saw it. Des Walker. I saw the interview on Overlap. Yep. Remember when we had games won in the tunnel, Sal, before even coming out? No handshake, just focus on. Yeah. And even, Mark, even when the player used to play for us, like Peter Schmeichel, and you remember that episode of Peter Schmeichel and Gary Neville, when Peter Schmeichel went to shake Gary Neville's hand, and Gary Neville just went like that. Get off me. Get off me. Do you know what I mean? That is how it used to be. You know what I mean? It's just crazy these days, man. It's madness. Tyborg. This behavior is what irritates me the most than the results and performances. This childish online thing is so annoying, especially when you have these snowflakes as players around. Exactly. And you know what it does, Tyborg? It adds a tool to hit Ruben Amorim with. It's a tool to hit the manager with. Now, you can think about the manager in whatever light you want, right? And I just believe that it doesn't help. It devalues the manager. It devalues the fans. And it makes them look stupid. It makes us look dumb. And that's what it is, you know, because that's what he's trying to do. F you, F you. He's poking, he's flipping the bird at every single Manchester United fan there. And that's what he's doing. But you can praise your mate. Send a little text. Why do you have to do that? You know what I mean? Daryl, big up, Tybo. Can't hold on to the past. Need to make a new future. We do, Daryl. We do. It's just so bleak at the moment. It's so bleak. We have to look at the past because this is the example that these players we have. The reason that these players have a platform is because they stood on the shoulders of those players who created history at this football club, this great football club. You know, and they're not doing it. And we haven't had players like that since. And this is what we're talking about, you know? I mean, look, I just feel like Man United need to create a new legacy. Absolutely, we do. And that needed a rebuild, didn't it? It needed a rebuild. And that's what it is at the end of the day. Revert 7. We didn't get a rebuild. We got caught, I think, didn't we? Robbo knew when to bollock a player and when to put an arm around you. Yeah, he was literally like Alex Ferguson. This is what Alex Ferguson used to do as well. He would know characters. He would observe characters and he would know when to give someone a bollocking. He would know when to put some arm around. And that's very important. It's man management, isn't it? And a man captaincy as well. Absolutely, Revert 7. Yeah, Des Walker is on the overlap, was quality. He was quality. Hackney guy, of course, not round the corner from us, Revert 7. Round the corner from us, absolutely legend, of course. Definitely. Walker was a class act, he was. I think we are ready. He played as a right back. Do you remember watching the program? He played as a right back, then he got moved because of Nigel Clough to centre back. What a genius. I think we are ready for Chelsea and with Bruno as a number 10 and Maino CM. My score would be 2-0 United. Come on, Dan, bro. Let's do this, man. Walker was Des Walker was a quick centre back. I wanted him and Stuart Pearce at United the late 80s. Yeah, me too, mate. I think that Des Walker started as a right back and then moved into centre back, but obviously every single defender starts as a striker, as you know. Very good player, Hackney boy. Grounded. I used to like a little bit like Carlton Palmer a little bit. I used to like Carlton Palmer, but I thought Carlton Palmer was all right as well. But it was a good generation for England defenders, to be honest with you. Roy, I just found out Ragnick, a interim, collected more points than Ruben Amram. Doesn't mean anything. Really doesn't mean anything. He had a more settled squad. I agree, Bennett. It was a good interview too. It was a very good interview too. Also, when he kicked a boot at David Beckham's head, I miss Sir Alex Ferguson. And what did David Beckham do, Marky Mark? Did David Beckham go moaning to the media? Did he go crying? You know, I know that social media went around him, but did he go to the news, papers, anything, start crying? No, he carried on. He got his head down and he got on with it, didn't he? At the end of the day. And that is the characters that we need. That's the characters that we need. You know what I mean? If Sir Alex Ferguson today's, I know he would kill one of those players. Do you think, Roy, that Sir Alex Ferguson would put up with a player, right, slagging off his own player, a young player in Lenny Yoro, and then going to Instagram and doing a little video kissing Marcus Rashford's backside? Is that Manchester United to you? Is that Manchester United? It's not, is it? You know, and that's the problem at this football club at the moment. Percival, good morning. I won't be sacked if Garnacho score against us. Bruno might celebrate with him playing. Can you imagine the chaos if that happened? Percival, big up yourself. Hope you're doing well. Love the overlap. Kicks off. They'll score with every Thursday. Love it. I mean, yeah, I need to get Gary Neville on this channel or something, man. We need to get him on this channel. We do. That'll elevate us. So Alex would have dropped a lot of the players today. Not of them wouldn't even be playing for Man United right now. They'd be long gone. Long gone. Long gone. The Man United team would probably be Declan Rice, Harry Kane. It'd probably be completely different, in my opinion. Completely different. Absolutely. Samuel, that Javier Chicharito Hernandez got into the current Manchester United squad. Yes. Yes. Lee Sharp would play for Man United right now. Beckham would play for Man United right now and give a better shift. Sal, how good was Paul McGrath? Very good. Very, very good. Paul McGrath, problem is alcohol. Drinker. We used to have a drinking culture in England. Of course, and Ireland, of course, still have it. And, there used to be a drinking culture. This was obviously a problem. And Sir Alex Ferguson got rid of this drinking culture. Saviour, De Ligt can be a good captain, defender, the team, including the coach, even the game. I agree, Saviour, 100%. Absolutely. Tyborg, from Keens and to the Vidic, we came to these princesses like Bruno and co. Absolutely. And they're manipulative. They're manipulative. They're rude. They don't respect us. They don't respect the badge. They don't. Try and tell me how they're respecting the badge. That he's stat padding, penalty merchant. Is that what he's doing? You know what I mean? I'm tired of it now. Honestly, I've come to rock bottom with these guys. Honestly, they're just there to cause chaos. Absolutely, Tybo. Right. Luke Shaw should be proud he wasn't playing during Sir Alex Ferguson. He would have been shipped to a Highland football club in Turkey a long time ago. If he would have played for Man United, we might not even signed him. Alex Ferguson might not have signed him, of course, you know. But it's crazy. And this just goes to show you the chaos that Man United are in. It shows you the toxicity that Man United are in. And unfortunately, we got the social media fans who are jumping on that. Those fans, those fans with 200,000 followers on Twitter with a picture of Amram as their Avi. They're fake. Fake fans. Fake fans. Just like the fake journalists out there. India Kayla and all these crap. There's fake everywhere. They're just using Man United for elevation. They're using Marcus Rashford, kissing Marcus Rashford's backside to try and gain elevation. That's what they're doing. Because they know that, I might need Marcus Rashford one day, If you remove Pens, what is Bruno's goal assist from last season? F knows. Probably 2. I don't know. Probably 2, but he has scored a lot of penalties for Man United. A lot. Revert 7. And he didn't win any penalties, by the way. Maguire was a classy defender and midfielder. Quick as well. One of my favourite players as a kid. Yeah, shame he went to Aston Villa, wasn't it? And he was very good, but obviously drinking was a problem. Absolutely. An Irish legend. Remember Baggio? Roberto Baggio. Absolutely remember Roberto Baggio and Dino Baggio. Remember them both. Brilliant players. Remember when Ireland beat Italy 1-0 in the World Cup, Benny? You remember that? Yeah, you remember that? Oh, yeah, I remember that. Great times, man. Great times. Yeah. What a good team, Ireland. That was a good team from Ireland. That was a very good team from Ireland. Yeah. Very good. Great goal as well. I remember it. I remember it like it was yesterday. England didn't qualify. Yeah, definitely. Future Eyes, what's going on? The Brentford Premier League proven will cost 25 to 30 million and Baleba. Big up, my friend. Yep. Big up. Benny, of course I do. That's what I'm referring to. Yeah. Well, remember Paki Bonner in the goal for Ireland? And that was a great Italian team, though. They got to the final, though, didn't they? They got to the final. Let me do my shirt, guys. I look like an absolute tramp. Bloody hell. No one's warning me. There you go. No one's telling me. Did Leverkusen, the former team, lose to Copenhagen yesterday? I didn't even see the result, to be honest with you. I didn't see the result. Let me have a look. I didn't look at the results yesterday. I only saw a couple of highlights of the games, obviously, with Newcastle. I watched the Newcastle game. Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away. 2-2. 2-2. Yeah, 2-2 to Future Eyes, absolutely. Thank you, guys. Absolute legends. Look, you know what, guys? I had a rant today. I have to have a rant because I respect this football club. I respect the badge and I respect where this football club comes from. You know, some people don't understand where the football club comes from. They don't. You know what I mean? Some of Alex's best conference were interviews right after the game and after he had a couple of glasses of red. And he used to buy a glass of red for the manager as well, the opposition, didn't he? Absolute legend. Jackie Charlton's Ireland, absolutely. Paddy Crerand knew what it meant to play for Manchester United. Yeah, a lot of them did. It's just the new school generation that don't understand what it takes, what it is to play for this great football club. There's many people out there who play for Man United right now who do not know what it takes to play for the football club. Do you remember the Champions League upset of Copenhagen Man United? Of course I do. I don't know why that has anything to do with it. I don't want to think about that at the moment. Of course I do. Do you remember when Man United were knocked out the Champions League by Lille in that group stage? You know, it happened, you know, at the end of the day. But nothing, irrelevant, Roy. What are you bringing that into it? You know, irrelevaciones. You remember when Liverpool beat Atletico the other night? Yeah, absolutely. Look, what do you make of Liverpool, guys? What do you make of Liverpool? What do you make of the fact that they keep getting in trouble with the fans? What do you make of that, guys? I think it's very interesting. As a defender for my school, do you remember when Atletico Madrid never won the Champions League? As a defender for my school team, my PE teacher and chip football coach told me specifically to study Paul McGrath's game. Top player. He was a top player. Drink though. Don't copy his outside lifestyle. By the way, meet Paul McGrath and Robert on my first trip over Old Trafford to the big up, brother. Big up, Benny. I wish I met Paul McGrath. Didn't meet him. Tyborg, I've said it many times. Our dressing room is divided between poorer players and the arrogant, cocky, older players. Proper players, is that poorer players and arrogant, cocky, older players. And this is beside other things, the main problem at United. Exactly, you know. Bruno Fernandes thinks he's better than he is. And a lot of the fan base think he's better than he is. And I would say that 100%. He's full of himself. And, you know, I only care about this badge. And I know what he was doing yesterday in regards to that Instagram. I don't want to bang on about it, but I know what he was doing yesterday in regards to that Instagram post. He knew he was going to trigger something. He knew it. He's not stupid. He knew he was going to trigger something. You know, absolute plonker. Reading of the game was top. Absolutely. I was appreciating Copenhagen. They are a solid team. Wish them well. Why? They have a resurgence in the last 2 years. All right, big up Copenhagen, mate. It's Copenhagen hour. Big up Copenhagen, Roy. Big up Copenhagen for you. Just for you, brother. Absolutely. We'll big up Copenhagen for you. Yeah. Copenhagen are a team that are always underdogs, but they do well. I remember Brøndby, though. I come from the Brøndby era. Do you remember Brøndby? When Brøndby lost 6-2 to Man United in the Champions League in our treble winning season? You remember when Peter Schmeichel used to play for Brøndby? You remember that? I mean, yeah, those were the days, weren't they? Yeah, we have a good, Man United have a good Danish contingent, a past and a heritage, of course. In Amram, we trust very well. Amir, big up yourself. Do you watch Alanga last night? No. I didn't watch him, to be honest. I only watched the highlights, mate. I didn't really watch him, to be fair. He's doing well for himself, and good luck to him. At least he was professional, you know. We believe in you. I got the point, Amir. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Hope you're doing well. Look, guys, these players in this football team need to understand who they are playing for, right? They need to understand where we came from and whose shoulders they are standing on, right? When they're doing those little Instagram manipulative posts, right? When they're doing things like that, they need to understand what that's going to trigger and what they earn by doing that. Why do they do that? Now, let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you about the birds and the bees, right? Why do they do that? Because obviously, Bruno Fernandes has Marcus Rashford's phone number. So why don't he just tweet it to him? Why don't he just WhatsApp it to him? Why don't he do that? Why does he have to post it on his Instagram? You know why he's doing that, isn't it? It's to cause a reaction. That's why he's doing it. Absolutely. Paul McGrath was born in Islington, London, to Irish parents. Yeah. He was. Absolutely. Welcome to my biggest and best in the world. Welcome to my club, biggest and best in the world. Big up, Amir. Look, guys, tomorrow is what it's all about. And that is when we just let the dust settle now. And we just concentrate on winning that game tomorrow. I mean, if we lose that game, God forbid, if we lose that game, I don't want to know what the toxicity is going to be. I really don't know, but it's going to be mad. And I just feel like if Man United win this game, it will add a little bit, of positivity back into the football club, back into the fan base. And I think that's what Man United need to do. They need to add that little bit of positivity back in the fan base. I really do think that. Futurize. They need to kick in the arse. Keno would have kicked their players in the arse, do it purposely. Absolutely. And I think that Keno should be at the club right now. I think he should be. What do you think Keno will say to Bruno Fernandes? What do you think he will say to Bruno Fernandes? He'll say it as it is about the birds and the bees. People got so upset when Roy Keane, an absolute legend, right, spoke about Bruno Fernandes. Revert 7. I watched only the second half of the Barcelona game. Barcelona dominated. Newcastle shouldn't be in the Champions League. I'm sorry. Newcastle should not be in the Champions League. They're not a Champions League winning team. They're not a Champions League team, guys. I remember this, guys. Newcastle are standing on the shoulders of Manchester United, who made English football great, right? And that's what it is. Newcastle are just going to go to the Champions League and embarrass everyone, like they always do. And that's what they do. They shouldn't be there. Gonna be a tough match, but I hope we pull through and get the win up. Mate, Daryl, you know what I would say, bro? It's time to prove it now. It's time to prove it. It's time to show us what they're made of. You know what I mean? It's time to show us what they're made of. It's time to prove it. That's what they need to do. Prove it. And I want to see a match tomorrow. I want to see a performance tomorrow. And above all, I want to see a win tomorrow. And we're going to be here for the watch along, guys. And I hope that it's going to be a win for Man United, because I can't take another loss at this football club. The toxicity is mad. Chelsea centre-backs aren't doing anything to be scared of like they were. Chelsea are beatable. They're beatable. They drew to Crystal Palace in their first game, I think it was. They were lucky to beat Fulham. The decision against Fulham for the goal wasn't a foul. They gave a foul and disallowed the Fulham goal. What I'm saying is this, Chelsea are beatable. Chelsea are beatable. We have to believe in ourselves. But what Ruben Amorim has to do, God blimey, please, Ruben, play the right team, play the right players in the right positions. Please. Keane cooked De Gea and Bruno a few years back. Yeah, good. At least De Gea won Player of the Season. At least De Gea was actually a good goalkeeper. You know what I mean? Bruno, at least De Gea didn't go and throw people under the bus. It's crazy, guys. It is crazy. It is crazy. Let me just see something. Chelsea look vulnerable. I agree. This is our time to chase them. This is our time to get at them. It's our time to get at them, guys. And I think we can. If we get at them, if we start the game on the front foot and get stuck in, Get the boot stuck in. Make a nasty challenge on Garnacho in the opening 10 minutes. The opening 10 minutes, a nasty challenge, a big challenge on Garnacho. That's what we need. Absolutely. Roy Keane would say in Irish, "Goif oit fine ma chap toin la don." I don't even know if I'm saying that right, bro. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Big up, Benny. There's a chance. I hope so. They drew against Brentford. We should get up. But when I really do hope we fix that team. Absolutely. They've drawn 2 already. Mark him up. Too many players today are standing on the shoulders of legend, not to honor them, but to tear them down, their history, and to use them for their own elevation. Exactly, mark him up. Use them to their own elevation, for their money, for their pockets. And that's what it is at the end of the day. Guys, if people think that I want to come on this channel, I don't want to start moaning and groaning, but I can't, you know, there needs to be an element of respect here. Man United are in chaos. Man United are in chaos. There needs to be an element of respect in this house, guys. There really does. We really do need an element of respect because there's none going on at the moment. He's mocking us. Bruno's mocking us. They're all mocking us. And that's what it is. They're rich too soon. They've got too much money. They're arrogant. They know that they don't have to play if they don't want to because they're rich anyway. And that's the problem. You know, that's the issue. Crazy. Absolute crazy. You know, it drives me absolutely mad because I know where this football club comes from, you know. I know how long it took to build this football club, who sacrificed themselves for this football club, you know? It's madness. And I just want them all at the football club. I want all those players who've been there for a few years out. I don't care who it is, out. I just want them all out now because, you know what? They're just never going to learn. They're never going to learn. Now, this is where I would talk to the Old Trafford faithful. The players, no, not the players, the fans that are going to Old Trafford on Saturday, I want you to understand this, guys, and understand what Bruno did. Don't just let him off. We need to put the pressure on that team tomorrow. The 70,000 Man United fans that are going to be in the stadium, they need to put the pressure on those players. Put the pressure on. Be loud. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I'm tired of this. You know, we let him off. Oh, you know what? He didn't mean to do that. It's not that deep, Sal. All this business. It is deep. It's not a joke. What these players are doing is not a joke. Big up, Benny. Absolutely Friday fun. It's not a joke, guys. You know, and I would say that, you know, with everything. With this club, it's not a joke. It's not a joke to me, and it's not a joke to anyone. You know, and I just feel like it's been treated like one. You know, and then we got the social media fans, you know, oh, bro, my Rashford, my player, my guy Rashford. Oh, my goodness me. Knocking one out to Marcus Rashford. Chuff monsters. Knocking one out to Marcus Rashford. Absolutely ridiculous. Drives me mad. Up the wall. You name it. Drives me mad, guys. It really does. It really does. Pathetic. Pathetic. Big up everyone. Big up everyone, of course. But yeah, guys, other than that, massive game tomorrow. We will be here tomorrow to do the watch along. I really want to see everyone in the house, guys. We got 113 in the house, guys. Please don't forget to smash a like, guys, on the video, please. We need to get to at least 50 likes by the end of the show. Can we do that? Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what it is. We need to get we need to get at least 50 likes, guys. Can we do that? Smash a like for Man United to win tomorrow. Smash a like if you believe Man United are going to win tomorrow. Let's get it in, guys. I believe we can. I believe we can. We can do it. We can do it, guys. We can do it. Absolutely. I believe we can. And let's move on. And if we beat Chelsea, we can go and beat Brentford and then go and beat Sunderland. In an ideal world, of course, you never know what happens with this football club, but hopefully we do, and hopefully we elevate ourselves tomorrow. And we don't have any more negativity and any more toxic nature things. Sal, they are better. What they are, absolute criminals. They think they are better than what they are. Absolute criminals. They are, Ephraim. You know, I don't like going in on players. I don't. And I backed Bruno. I've told you guys. I've worked with Bruno's brother for 2 years. You know, but I don't care about that. I care about the football team. I care about the football team. That's what I care about. I don't care about all their, you know, my affiliations. All I care about is the football team. Some content creators care about their affiliations. Some content creators care about Bruno because he gave him a slap in the hand in the tunnel. That's what some of them do. You know what I mean? That's what it is. Gassed. Gassed people. They're not really Man United fans. They're gassed by celebrities and gassed by footballers and things like that. Saviour. Our coach should bring Chido-Obi and Mateta to the senior team and play some games. Big up, absolutely. Big up, Saviour. I agree. Big up, William. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you again, my guy. See you at the watch-along, Sal. I look forward to it. Big up, Gary. I really look forward to it. I'm looking forward to the watch-along. I really am. It's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. One thing about this game, that Man United can't lose this game. And that is it. Bottom line, Manchester United cannot lose this game. Absolutely not. If we lose this game, God forbid, if we lose this game, you know what it's going to be, innit? Ruben Aaron might as well go. he might as well go because it's just going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a nightmare, absolutely. But I don't think we're going to lose. I do believe Man United will win this game. Come on, United. It is all about the victory. I think we'll get the victory and I think we'll be all right. Thank you, Ephraim. Guys, don't forget to smash a like, guys. 114 in the house. 100 likes. Why don't I get 100 likes? I'd love to know who's watching me right now, not smashing a like. What's going on, guys? Come on. Thank you so much, everyone who has smashed a like. Big up, everyone. And don't forget to subscribe as well, guys. Very important to subscribe as well, guys. Thank you so much. But I'm hyped about the game tomorrow. I can't wait for it to start. I just want it to start. I want to get the game going. I've been waiting ages for it. It seems like since that City game this week, it's gone so slow. And I want us to do the business. I don't care if it's Bruno, Bremo. I don't care who scores. I just want us to win the game. And that's it. I don't care about anything about the football team. And that's all I care about. I want to take away, because this week has been very toxic. We always reach new heights in regards to toxicity, don't we? Every single week, there's a new toxic story coming out. And it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, you know? Madness. Yesterday, we had links to Carrick and Southgate, which were rude, in my opinion. Ridiculous. Madness. But the news today is that Manchester United do have a Carlos Baleba boost. Jim Ratcliffe wants to add 2 midfielders to Manchester United's midfield, removing KOBBIE Mainoo. KOBBIE Mainoo has been linked to a move to Manchester City, which is dodgy as F. Of course, Benny, watched that boy Kokunki in the under-18s yesterday. My God, he's a big lad and very quick, aggressive, and has a decent positional sense. I know he has been in the squad. Looks like he could be step up. He played in the friendlies and he was getting a lot of criticism. I remember it to his... who remembers when Kulungi was playing in the preseason friendly and he was getting criticism? I think he's a great prospect. I really do. I think he's a fantastic prospect. Tyborg, Roy Keane said the other day it's a derby and a yellow card. Roy is a proper old school. He's true. He's right, though. We had more hugs and slap hands than yellow cards in that game. More hugs and slap hands than yellow cards. Where have we gone, guys? Where have we gone as a football club? It's madness, isn't it? What is going on with this football club, guys? Can someone explain to me? It's madness. Ephraim, Sal, it is difficult for one game in a week if you do not see the result. This criminal players do not perform even once a month. It's horrible, mate. I'd much rather us be in Europe. I really do. I don't agree with not being in Europe. It's a good thing. I really don't. I think I'd much rather Man United be in Europe than anything. We are in a baby era at the moment. Big up, Kenny. Any potential moves in January, Sal? The only potential moves, Revert 7, is probably a move for Ruben Neves, someone of that nature. Maybe is a stopgap, a loan deal. I don't think Man United will be doing any significant buys in January. Man United are interested in the next fiscal year. So basically the next fiscal year will be a big one, hopefully. Man United will sign a couple of players. That's not to say that Man United won't go out and get a midfielder in January, maybe on loan. Revert 7. I think we're waiting to the summer, Revert said, for the major signings. I'm not saying Man United are going to sign nobody. There is a chance that Man United might get a loan deal. Play this by ear. There is a chance that Man United might get a loan deal. It depends how we go until January. It really does. If Man United is struggling, then we probably will have to make some moves. We will. But, you know, I'm hoping that Man United... I mean, it's a bit of a double-edged sword because if Man United is struggling, we get our midfielder in. If Man United don't struggle, they're not going to get a midfielder in probably. But I think Man United will get a loan deal or a very cheap deal in regards to midfield, like a Ruben Neves. Darren, good morning. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Really good to see you, my guy. I hope everything is blessed with you. Good to see you. Really good to see you. Tina's right. Need to send Chelsea home with a dint no matter what. Who's Tina, Gary? Tina's my mum's name. But who's Tina? Yeah, look, what I would say is that we need to beat Chelsea tomorrow. It would be fabulous. Man United fan base deserve it. The ones that actually fans, not the ones celebrating Marcus Rashford yesterday. You know the one. You know, Alex talks bollocks. I predict United will win or draw. Can't lose to Chelsea. I hope not, Kim. I hope not, brother. I hope not. I really do. I hope we win the game tomorrow, Trigger. We have to. It's enough is enough now. I'm tired, guys. I don't know about you, but I'm tired, you know, at the end of the day. I am. And I really hope that we win the game tomorrow because I want a good vibe. I want us to have the next week talking about how we beat Chelsea and how we're going to beat Brentford and have 2 in a row. That would be lovely, wouldn't it, at the end of the day, wouldn't it? And then beat Sunderland. The Chelsea and Brentford games are the difficult ones. I'm not underestimating Brentford at all because I know what Brentford are about. I know they don't have Thomas Frank and Mbeumo, but they've notoriously been a difficult club to play for Man United, haven't they? They've been difficult to play, and it's the Chelsea game and the Brentford game. If we come out of those games with 6 points and then we go and beat Sunderland, that's it. You know, we got a massive game coming up very soon, guys. You all know what it is. It's Liverpool. You know, we got Liverpool at Anfield, you know. Love to Daryl. Big up yourself. See you later, brother. I hope to see you, my friend. See you later. That's what it's all about, guys. I want to thank everyone. I know it's toxic sometimes, and I know we get passionate, but this is what it's about on this channel. It's about passion. It's not about trying to please everybody. It's about talking the truth and talking the gospel. There are so many content creators out there who just talk rubbish, you know, and I'm being honest, guys. But that's what I'm talking about. And I'm talking about people who don't understand this football club. I love the football club. I don't give a damn about anyone else. I love the football club. You know, and that's what it's all about with me. And if people are celebrating people who blatantly, manipulatively downplay this football club, I don't give a damn about them either. Content creators, no content creators. I don't care. That's how it is for me. Absolutely. Trigger Kim, these players can't be having bad results or else it shall be the norm. We need to make winning a habit or else we'll lose the habit. And Trigger Kim, I think we already got a bad habit at the moment, brother. I think we already got a bad habit. Darren, we definitely lose to them. Hope we don't. But the amount of intensity they have against teams, it's crazy. Hopefully we usually do well against them. We have a decent record against Chelsea, in all fairness, at Old Trafford. We do. And hopefully we can get the win tomorrow. Even if we scrape the win, we scam it, I don't care. Yeah, I mean, as long as we win it. Garrett, how you doing, my friend? Long time no see. I hope you're blessed. Good morning, Sal. My brother, love you. Work hours make it possible to watch. Only you get to watch the streams back. Big up, brother. Big up, Garrett. Thank you so much, my friend. Much love. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, of course. Good to see you. And the only place to be, Stretford Post, of course, guys. Absolutely. I'm using the microphone to speak to my comments, but I translate as Kino into... Why is that? Why is that? That's weird. Sal, nowadays, people do not argue with ball knowledge. They scream and shout. Exactly, mate. Exactly. You are the best. Big up. United win tomorrow. Absolutely, it's all about a United win tomorrow. Absolutely, that's what it's all about, guys. I support the manager. Back the manager until he's no longer the manager. And that's what I would say. There are some people out there who are not backing the manager and putting pressure on him right now unnecessarily. Right? Unnecessarily. They're doing that unnecessarily. So it's about the win tomorrow. It's about supporting the manager. And whoever plays the game tomorrow, we move on with that, guys. Absolutely. That's what it's all about, in my opinion. Absolutely, guys. But gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everyone for joining me today. Really appreciate it. I will be back later on for Chatterbox, of course. And don't forget to join me for that. Will be a big one again. Hopefully, we'll have some quotes from Ruben Amorim as well. His press conference and stuff like that, guys. Big up Ephraim. Big up Benny. Big up my friend. Big up everyone. Hopefully, Kamara will kick and start our season. We need to arrive, Benny. We need to arrive. We need to arrive now. I mean, it's taking long. This is an EasyJet flight at the moment. We need to arrive. Big up Stephen. We need to get those results. Big up everyone, guys. Thank you, everyone. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Don't forget to smash a like on the video. Absolute legends. I'm Sal Warner. This is Breaking Dawn. And I'll see you for Chatterbox, guys. Take it easy, legends. Peace.